Okay, I'm going to really quickly walk you through making the position time graph for your ball toss lab. So you're going to need your data chart. Yours should be in your journal, but here's mine. And you are going to need a square of graph paper if you've got it, or a separate sheet of notebook paper that you have prepared to be a graph. So we're going to draw our axes in first. And we're going to start with how many time marks we need. So you can see I started my time at 0.60 and I only go to 0.20. So let's count how many marks that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I only need 13 lines for my x-axis. I'm going to go up a little bit on my paper so that I've got room to label everything and just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 0 right here. And you can see I've got a whole lot of extra space. We can actually get rid of that extra space after we've made our graphs. So I'm going to draw my y-axis in, and I'm going to draw in my x-axis. I'm going to label it time in seconds, and then I'm going to number all the way. And remember, my data chart starts at 0.60. So that's what I'm going to put for my first mark. And all the way to the end. Now on a graph, to show that there's some missing data right here, which we know is because we weren't moving the ball yet, I'm just going to put a little zigzaggy mark right there. And that just indicates that there's some information that's not on the graph. And that's okay. So now we're going to scale our y-axis. So go back to your data chart and find the very highest position that your ball went to. And on mine, it's 0.413. Yours will be different, but this is what mine is. So then we're going to go back and count the lines on the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Go to our trusty calculator, and remember my highest position, 0.413, divided by the number of lines available, 0.0375, blah, blah, blah. So I need to round this number, but I want to still keep it small because my numbers are small. My position markings are all less than 1. So the marks on my y-axis are all going to be very small. So I'm going to round this up to 0.040 because I can count by 4s. And the thing that we need to remember on this particular graph is to add those trailing zeros. It's going to be so much easier to figure out where to plot your points if you add your trailing zeros. So we're going to go 0.040, and I'm counting by 4, so the next one is 0.080, and it's not going to be 0.0120. Remember, we need to move that digit into the tenths place, so 0.120, 0.16, 0.200, 240, 280, 320, 360, 400, and 440. So when you, like I said, when you add those trailing zeros, it makes it a whole lot easier to figure out where these numbers fit along with these numbers. So make sure that you label your axis. In this case, it's position in meters. And so remember I said I have a whole bunch of extra space. If you find yourself with a bunch of extra space on the left or the right side of your graph, you can either use that to make a tab to put it in your journal, or you can always just trim off a little bit of the page. That's fine too. The important thing is that your data points all fit nicely inside your graph and that they're not off the page or they're not all squished down into one specific spot.